You're watching Better Business Bureau's Business at its Best, brought to you by Ataraxis. You've got employees, we've got solutions. Human resources, insurance, benefits, and payroll. Our business is your business. BBB's Business at its Best.
How well known is your company? Dale Dixon here, Better Business Bureau. Welcome to Business at its Best. This half hour is devoted to helping Idaho companies be the best they can be. And our focus today is on advertising, making your company well known. On the show today, we start with the social media do's and don'ts. If you're going to have a presence, it's important you do it right from the start. We show you how. If you're looking for low-cost options to get people in the door, maybe you need to consider street corner advertising. Then we talk to a business owner about the best ways to clean up on the competition with a strong, affordable advertising strategy. Bottom line, we've assembled the experts from agencies to university classrooms to business owners, all to show you new ways to think about advertising. And a big thank you to the TV stations in Idaho making this show possible each week. We're airing on KTVB's very own 24/7 in Twin Falls and Boise, and Local News 8's Now channel in East Idaho. We start the show by tackling the myths of advertising, what it is, what it is not. Jess Flynn is the founder and CEO of Red Sky Public Relations with Idaho roots and a global reach. Jess, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start off with this idea that so often I will see a business throw up a blog about a sale. They'll send out a tweet about a new product, try to put a Facebook page together that it's meant for personal, but they use a business name. Misuses of social media, and they think they're using it the right way. What are some of the right ways that they're supposed to be using it?
I think the first thing to really think about as a business is, just like you won't launch a business without having a great business plan, or you won't go after a certain market without looking at the strategy, you really need to have a strategy for what you're doing. I think we've all succumbed to that bright, shiny object and really wanting to jump on the latest tool and technique and be there. But you really have to think about, who are you trying to reach? What are you trying to accomplish? And what do you want them to do with the information once they receive it? And when you really think about, if my customer is a business-to-business type of engagement, or if it's a business-to-consumer, people are doing different things on different channels. So you really need to plan out and look at, is Facebook going to be the best place for me, where there's a more personal, consumer-oriented conversation? Or perhaps LinkedIn is, where there's a higher level professional conversation.
Now, you use an important word, conversation, in social media, because you talk about the bright, shiny object. We read an article in the newspaper about how business needs to be engaged in social media, so I'll go out and do it for a short time and then all of a sudden fall off. What are some things that people need to be thinking about when it comes to social media for business?
I think conversation is that most important word. No longer are public relations professionals like myself gatekeepers. We don't keep information from people. We help facilitate conversations. And an advertisement doesn't just go out there and exist on its own on an island. People are talking about it, sharing it, questioning it, passing it along. So you need to think about whatever you're putting out there, even if it's an advertisement that you're paying for to go out for one day, it's going to be shared and conversations are going to occur. And you, as the brand and the organization, need to be listening to what your customers are asking about. Which
is really one of the ways we need to change our thinking and seek a paradigm shift when it comes to advertising. So you're saying advertising definitely has a role in this marketing equation that you're talking about.
Definitely. There is a role for owned, paid, and earned. And if we think about paid as advertising, traditional advertising, digital advertising, where you're paying to have a certain message appear somewhere. And if you're talking about earned with getting journalists to help tell your story, or word of mouth, owned is that other part of the equation that people need to be thinking about, and it all needs to work together. And owned is your own website, your own Facebook page, your own LinkedIn page. And you shouldn't be doing one of these alone in a silo, but all together.
A more comprehensive, coordinated approach is what you're telling us.
Exactly.
All right, great way to start us off today. Jess Flynn, Red Sky Public Relations. Folks want to find you online, the website?
RedSkyPR.com.
All right, thanks so much for being with us today. And coming up next, taking your advertising message to the street. It's more than waving a sign on a corner, though. You're watching Business at its Best, presented by Ataraxis.